Hello, welcome to the American Women's College New Student Orientation. Today we're going to talk about all of the important steps and items to help you feel comfortable with starting classes with the American Women's College. My name is Elena Bouchard and I'm the Associate Director of Advising and Student Support. And I also do advise some students as well. So from an advising lens, I'll be able to share information from that area. A little bit about this university. We are Bay Path University located in Longmeadow, Massachusetts. We were founded in 1897 and we've gone through a lot of different changes over the years to become who we are today. Specifically, the program you are taking a class with us at the American Women's College was started in 2013. And this is when we began our online program and started offering the plethora of online degrees and classes to students. On July 1st, 2014, we actually transitioned from a college to a university and now offer graduate and doctorate programs. So we have grown over the years and we are very excited that you've chosen to take a course with us, especially with the online program, and offering that to you. To help you begin and become comfortable with taking an online course with our institution, we have created what is called EXT 097 Soul Connect. This is an opportunity for new students to become comfortable and confident in the online learning space that you will be doing most of your work. Soul Connect is zero cost, zero credit experience to you. We call it a course, but I like to use that word lightly because, again, you're not paying for this experience and you're not receiving any credit. So you won't be graded. It won't affect your GPA in any way, but it is almost like an extended orientation to help you prior to the first course opening. In Soul Connect, you're going to learn about different important skills necessary to succeed in the online environment. So everything from softer skills like time management and leadership skills, but then also how to navigate Canvas in itself, which is our learning management system. You will learn about different tools and resources that are unique to the American Women's College that will help you as you take the course with us. Different policies and procedures that are important to you as a student with us so that you are successful. I would recommend that you begin the Canvas course, Soul Connect, as soon as possible and make sure that you do it before your actual course opens so that you are set up for success when that does open. At the American Women's College, we are accelerated. We're very fast-paced. So as you may already know, your course is only 6 weeks long. So we are accelerated to help our students finish quicker. Just to give an idea of terminology, right now, we have a fall and a spring semester. You are within those semesters, there are 3 6-week sessions. So it's a little confusing and it's a little bit unlike a traditional institution. But again, there are 3 sessions within a semester, and each session is 6 weeks long. So if you are taking a course with us, be prepared for a 6-week duration for that course. Here on the screen are the different sessions mapped out for each semester. So depending on when you're taking the course with us is when you'll be starting with these sessions. Students that are taking any courses with us can only do a max of 2 at a time because it is 6 weeks. It is 15 weeks of a traditional course crammed into 6 weeks. So it's a lot of work. And so we don't allow students to take more than 2 at a time. So taking that 2 at a time course seems to be more feasible for our students. This is a session calendar that is very helpful for you to see important dates. So depending on when you're taking the course with us, you'll want to know when does the course open for you in Canvas, which is the first column here. You'll want to know the official start date, so the online hybrid start date. You'll also want to know drop deadline and withdraw deadline and when the session ends. So these are important dates to just be marking on your calendar. This session calendar can also be found in the EXT Soul Connect. So when you're in that course, make sure you download the PDF of this and save it so that you're aware of your particular session dates. So for example, our courses, as you can see, open in Canvas 10 days prior to the start date. So whatever that start date is that you are starting in, you'll always want to backtrack 10 days and mark your calendar then, because that's when you'll actually be able to get into Canvas, into your particular course, and begin working. you will actually have assignments due on the first official day. So again, very important. When courses open in Canvas, that's when you really want to mark your calendar and get in and start working. The drop deadline, what that means is that you are able to drop the course with us without any charge or penalty to you. So if you find that you're not wanting to continue with the course at that time, just make sure to reach out to your advisor before that drop deadline so that we can remove it from your schedule for no charge. Withdrawal deadline is an important one to know as well. It's later in the session because it will be 100% charge, and you would receive a W, a withdrawal. And then the session end date just gives you an idea of how long and when that session runs for. We do recognize all major holidays, so if you are taking a course with us in a particular session that has a major federal holiday during the session, chances are we're going to recognize that and you may have a week off. So just, again, pay attention to the session calendar, and it will also say that in your class as well. Also, an important note down here on the screen, assignments and deadlines are in Eastern Standard Time Zone. So wherever you are taking the course, you have to adhere to the institution's time zone. So we are on the EST, so all of your assignments are due. Then in Canvas, there is a setting to where you can change it so that it reflects your time zone, which might be a little bit easier for you to remember and navigate if your Canvas is set up that way. But if not, make sure you do remember that you have to turn in your assignments by our time zone. So I want to go over Portal and the Canvas. These are two different sites that you're going to be using quite a bit when you're a student, more so Canvas since that's where your classes are going to be. But I want to open up both of them and just show you around a little bit. The preferred web browser for both of these sites is Google Chrome, and for most of our applications, we recommend that you use Chrome for just a seamless usage. The portal is my.baypath.edu, and this is where you can pretty much find everything related to you as a student with us. You can find the course that you're actually taking with us. You can find any school-related forms that you might need to access, any form of billing or payment for your class can be done on the portal. You could register for classes on your own on there as well. Chances are you'll probably work with your advisor if you're going to do that in the future. But the portal is kind of your hub for everything related to you and your student information with the American Women's College. I do want to open that up and show you a little bit around on the portal. So this is the home page. Make sure you will have received an email from our IT department with your username and a 7-digit number. You will need both of these items to create your portal account and set up your specific password. So make sure you locate that IT email and you have your 7-digit number on hand with the username. And then you'll come here and we'll go to home. There'll be a login help, and you'll want to activate your account for the first time by clicking here. Once you click here, it'll prompt you to enter that 7-digit number and your username that has been assigned to you, and then you will be able to create your own unique password. Something that I think is very beneficial is that this username and password that you create, the password that you create, is the same for every different application you'll use with Baypath. So you don't have to remember more than one across the different sites, which I think is just helpful in a time when we have a lot of different things to remember. Once you've logged into the portal, and again, I recommend you do that now if you haven't already, once you log in on the welcome page, there are a lot of different icons here that as a student you can use. Your Baypath Gmail is very important. You will want to check this pretty much every day once your actual course begins with us, as that is where you will receive all of your information from your instructor, from the advisor you're working with, from the registrar's office, financial aid, anything related to you as a student with Baypath will come through your Baypath email. So please make sure you use and start checking that email regularly. Canvas, this is the learning management system that we use here at Baypath, and this is where you'll actually access your particular course that you're taking with us. Any help with technology or tech support, you can submit a ticket by clicking here. So sometimes, obviously, technology is a wonderful thing. We are an online institution and we use a lot of technology, but sometimes it cannot always work in our favor. So make sure you know how to submit that ticket. You just click here and they will direct you to report your issue and get help. What I want to do next, well, actually, you can come here on the Students tab. That is probably the one tab you'll use the most. And this is where you can just see all the information related to you as a registered student with the American Women's College. Student forms are right here. Anything related to financial aid, then also over here to view and pay your bill if you need to do so. Your assigned advisor and information there if you need to contact him or her. Also on the portal website, let me actually go back on the welcome page. I'm going to click into Canvas, and again, this is where your class is going to be right here on your dashboard. You will see that EXT right here is appearing. When your other class opens up for you, like I said, 10 days prior to the start date, it'll also show as a separate window here on your dashboard. And that's how you can access your courses in Canvas. When you're in EXT Soul Connect, it'll actually give you a lot more information on Canvas, how to change different settings, create your profile picture. So again, use Soul Connect as a resource to help you navigate Canvas a little bit more. Two very important policies that I do want to make sure you understand that are very unique to the American Women's College. The first one is the first assignment policy. All week one assignments must be submitted by the due date in order to receive any credit at all. If you do not submit your assignment by the due date, then you will receive a 0 on that first assignment. There is no exception to this rule. The first week is set up that way because we don't want you to fall behind. 6 weeks is very quick, and it can be very easy to fall behind if you start out late. So all first week one assignments are due at their due date, and they will not be accepted late after that. The assignments are usually due on a Thursday, so oftentimes you will see the official start date is a Thursday by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time Zone for the online and hybrid courses. And if you happen to be taking an on-ground course, they're due prior to the first Saturday course. But make sure you are adhering to that due date. And again, that's why we open it 10 days early, so they are able to get in there and start ahead. The second policy is the attendance policy. All students must attend that first day of class. There are no exceptions made. So what does that mean for an online student that's taking your course with us? That means you must submit that first assignment by that first Thursday. So it kind of goes hand in hand with the other policy. Submit it by the due date, and you're already setting yourself up for success for both of these different policies. But to attend, we are a federal institution. We take attendance. And so that is our way of taking attendance for an online student, submitting that assignment on time and by the due date. If you do not attend the course, meaning you don't submit an assignment and participate, then there is chances of you being administratively dropped from the course. So we want to, again, make sure you're set up for success by getting everything in on time and showing up for class the first day. Third policy that is important for you to understand with our institution is that after week one, so remember, week one assignments are due by their due date, no exceptions, or else they will receive a 0. After week one, so during weeks 2 through 6, coursework can be accepted late according to these specific guidelines. So all late work will result in a 10% grade deduction. Assignments that are submitted more than 4 days late may not be accepted, and it's up to the instructor to do so. So most times your assignment is going to be due on a Saturday. That's your bigger assignment's due on a Saturday. You have until the following Wednesday, which is 4 days, to turn it in for a 10% grade deduction. After that Wednesday, it is up to your instructor to allow any late work, and it may not be accepted. So make sure you're communicating with your instructor proactively and that they know what's going on. That way, if you need any support in any way, your instructor is aware of it. Discussion posts, however, are never accepted late. So that's very important for you to understand. Discussions, those are not accepted late. Usually your first discussion post will be due on a Thursday, and then you need to respond to your peers by that Saturday. And that first initial discussion post, if it's not due by Thursday, you will not receive any credit for it. So only assignments, usually that's your papers, your PowerPoint, your presentations, those are due on Saturdays, and that's where you have the 4-day window to get it in with 10% off. This is just an information on student financial services. If you have any questions about your balance, how to pay your bill, how to check your specific account, this slide is very helpful for that. You'll want to go into the portal like I showed you. If you have any questions at all, though, about paying your bill, feel free to contact their office here at the number and email. If for some reason you have a hold on your account, it might just be something to do with paying your bill, please know that it will not prevent you from actually starting your class. So even if there's a hold, please still get into Canvas and start working. This slide shows you some important offices here at the American Women's College that will be beneficial to you as a student for whatever duration that may be. Talk advising, I would like to highlight that one first. That is my department specifically, but that's where if you have any questions, related to your course, your time here as a student, you obviously want to contact your advisor first and foremost, but sometimes that person may be out of office, and if that's so, you'll be redirected to our advising office here, and you can email them anytime for any support. The other services, again, they are here for you. We have a career development, student financial services, the tech support, like I said, if you have any issues with technology, so just some other services for you to be aware of. So here are some next steps. We went over a lot of information, and I want to make sure you know exactly what you need to do once this webinar is ended. First, if you haven't already, schedule your appointment with your advisor. Your advisor should have sent you a welcome email introducing himself or herself and a link so that you can schedule that appointment. So get that scheduled. If you don't know who your advisor is, feel free to reach out to talkadvising@baypath.edu and we'll get you connected with your coach. We say educator, coach, and advisor interchangeably, so please know that as well. If you haven't already, start and complete the EXT097 Soul Connect in Canvas. Your advisor will go over that as well and make sure you feel that you're ready and have started that already. Before you can even start that, and hopefully something you've already done, make sure you've created your BayPath credentials, your username and your password, and you've signed in. Also, if you need to for any reason, make sure you contact Student Financial Services just to make sure you're in good standing and you know how you're paying for your class and all of those finances are taken care of. And then last but not least, be sure you are checking your BayPath email regularly. When courses start, again, I would get in the habit to check that daily and communicate with your advisor or instructor via your email regularly. Thank you so much for joining for the orientation. I hope this helps answer some of your questions and reassures any nerves that you might be feeling. But please contact your advisor should you have any further questions after watching this.